Hello. Hello, hello. Can I get a wave? You can't get a wave. What is this? What's a wave? What do you want? There's no wave. Taylor, what's up? How's it going, everyone? So, oh man, I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready to start here. I did my bot. It's all confused. Oh, man. Hi, everyone. Let's do this. Exciting. What am I even looking at here? This is not the right project. Twitch streams. That's what. Get lost. Okay. What? Hold on. Sorry. Oh, there we go. There we go. Whatever forever. Welcome back. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. I don't even think I have my... Where is the thing I'm looking for? That's the thing I'm looking for. Is it running? Yeah. Don't even have my local environment set up. How is everyone today on this first day of 6.2, which got released yesterday after a slight delay? It is live and ready for download. Go and get it. Go and download it right now. Go there and do it. So we got this. Okay, come on. All right. We'll get there. We'll get set up. Today, what are we doing today? Did you contribute to this? I did contribute to this. I contribute to almost every release in some tiny little. Look at this. Look at this. 6.2. Look at this. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna click on the update button right now. You know what? I'm a wild man. I'm gonna YOLO it. I'm not updating anything. I'm gonna update the 16.2. 6.2. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens right here. I'm gonna repeat myself a whole bunch of times. Cool. Let's look at the credits. Let's see who's in here. Is anyone we know? We know this guy, Hector. I know Hector, great dude. George, Mamadashvili, Nick, Birgit. They're all these people are amazing. Anne's amazing. All these people. Aunt Milana. Let's see, Rich. All these people are phenomenal. I shouldn't just call it individuals. Wow, there's a lot of people in here. Let's see. Let's look. Wait a minute. Is Thomas? Let's see. Let's look for Thomas. Wait. I thought he got... Oh, you know what? That might not have been in this release. Let's see. Am I in here? I don't even know. Let's look. Ryan Welcher. There I am. I don't even know how I might have one commit. So, Paul, who's been on the stream before. I know Paul. I don't know, lots of people in here. Anyways, we don't need to talk about all this. Cool, so that's done. And we're not, yeah, so there we go. So I'm just gonna move this over to this tab. But what we're here to talk about today is we're here to talk about Gutenberg 15.4. I'm in there. So Dave, are you in there somewhere? You didn't even tell me. Hold on. Let's find it. I'm gonna look it up. So David. Cool. There you are, David. Right there you are, David. That's awesome for Dave. You've received 150 emails. Yeah, well, you know, I know some people, and I was like, email Taylor until he hates us. Just make him make it happen. Make it happen. Terrence needs more emails. Anyone else? Has anyone else on the stream contributed? If you haven't and you'd like to, we can do that. I've done a bunch of streams where we do some contributing. Kevin! Is Kevin here? No, Taylor. Kevin! Let's see. Oh, there he is! Kevin! 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 Where are you, Kevin? Come on. You're not here? Are you still in Thailand? I don't know where you are. Anyways. Oh, he probably doesn't want to come here because every time my whole stream relies on his code. Yeah. Anyways, lots of really awesome people in here contributed. Thank you if you did, and thank you if you want to but haven't. Either way, it's the thought that counts. Cool. Anyways, all right, enough of this. Enough of the shenanigans. What are we working on? Oh, right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the 15.4 release, which I was a co-release of with Justin, who is amazing dude. So there is, I think this is kind of it's a bit of a lighter release for sure. There's not a lot of big, especially developer features. I'm going to be on a release when I contribute to WordCamp. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And that's amazing. You'll be on the next release because all the Gutenberg, I think up to 15.1, I think was what was included in 6.2. So you'll probably be in the next major release, unless you get a point release in 6.2. Cool. So let's look at some of this stuff. The color block now supports the text color design tool. Well, that's cool. Should we look at this? Should we look at this? Oh, do I have the plugin installed? Oh, standby. Standby. I'm gonna deactivate that. I'm gonna deactivate that. That one we need. Deactivate that. Where is the Gutenberg? We have a update available. Nope. Is Gutenberg not on here? Where are we? There we go. 15.4. Okay, so we'll activate that. Hello. Who's someone saying hello? Hello, Master. Hello, Dr. Vac. May I have a question? You may. You may have as many questions as you like. Do I get a contributor badge on my account? Yeah, you will get a contributor badge when you get props. That is an excellent question. In theory, yes, you should have a you should get a badge as soon as you contribute. So yeah. Anyhow, Dr. Vac, you don't need to ask the question. If you can ask a question, just ask the question. You're welcome. You're welcome to ask the question, my friend. And Terrence, you have to ask if you're allowed to ask questions. Everyone else can just ask them. Cool. Okay, so do I have Gutenberg enabled now? I do. Okay, so let's look at Gutenberg enabled. So let's go add new post. I have a question, sir. And ask your damn questions. Gutenberg 15.4 features. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna publish this. All right, so the first thing is we have a cover block now also works with this. Wait, no, what? Cover block now supports a text color design tool. I don't even know what that means. Let's put a cover block in. Cover. So what is that? I click on that. Test. Okay. Whatever. Background. Good. Sure. Okay. Custom. Do I have a personal website? I do have a personal website. I'll give you one guess as to what the URL is. Okay, so how do I get that? Let's look. So what does this do? Oh, I don't want to read all that. I didn't want to read all that. Okay, so there's smellyryan.com. Nailed it. Nailed it. Got some live cams. Got some live ones in here. Tom Finley. Tom Finley. Welcome aboard. There you go. Gemaserve. Got it. I own them. Okay, let's see what Dr. Vac is saying now. I own domain. I got own domain recently and trying to build a website through WP, and I would like to add a table on my homepage. Let's say about my 5T4N. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Literally a table that keeps fishing. Any idea? Hope you understand what I mean. Sorry, my English is bad. Haha. Everything automatically move below, and the last post would remove. Oh, yeah. That's something that you can do. So. A query block, yeah, I was just going to suggest that. That is what I would do, is a query block, most likely. You'll probably need some kind of custom markup for it. Yeah, so what you're going to do, you're going to want to do a query that says give me the 50 most recent posts. And then your query block will loop that out. Now, query blocks don't support... the advanced query loop block plugin that I wrote does support post per page, but it doesn't support that many posts. So yeah, you can look at that one. You could extend. You could do a. There's a number of ways to do it. If you're doing this with a block theme, then you can use a block. If you're doing this with like a classic theme or a hybrid theme or a non-block theme, you could just use a regular query loop for that. Generate blocks is the best for query loop. Is it? Really? What's a block development issue? I sure got development issues that blocked me. That's awesome. Freeman 7. What is a, well, I was thinking issues to do with block development. If you're creating a block. Deep breaths, my guy. To all of you. Tom Finley, was that for me? So do I need to take a deep breath? Who's asking for me? I don't know what's going on here. What is a block? A block is a small piece of functionality that, when put together with other blocks, creates like a web page. Dr. Vac, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. So, for example, this is a block. What we're talking about here is a type of block. This is a cover block, for example. But you could it could be as simple as a paragraph block, which is literally just a block that wraps text in a paragraph. Could you build a movie review block that pulls from OMDB? Can I? Is it possible? It is absolutely possible. You can pull anything from anything. Yeah. Why not? Totally possible. Hey Ryan. An example you have all. Hi. If you have already done that shows cascade and select in block editor. Thank you for your videos, immensely useful. Awesome. Oh, thank you. Oh, you give me a block ID. Well, Terrence, you need to give me block ideas here. This is where you submit the issues. This is where we submit issues. If anybody wants to see anything, submit it here. This is what I'm calling the bring me your issues thing. And it could be anything. And this is what we're actually going to be working on if I ever get through reviewing the 15.4 release. Yeah. And Tom Finley, were you the guy that told me that I need to not be so self-deprecating? Because that like you live in my head rent-free since that comment. I don't know if you're the same guy that did it, because you put the breathe thing now, and I'm all like paranoid. Not you? Okay, never mind. I'm a very sensitive soul, so if you put anything, but it's true. Not me, but it's true. I don't think I like your attitude. No, I like your attitude. Keeps me in check. Don't ever change, buddy. See, look at this. Does your personal website use full site editing? It does not, actually. I haven't updated my personal website in a very long time, and I don't like the theme I have on there. As you can tell, I don't even know the last time I wrote a blog post for it. But I'm thinking I'm going to do a series on creating a theme for developers, because I can't find a good block theme for developers. Now, I haven't done a ton of look, right? No, I haven't seen Mike McAllister's new theme. If you got a link, drop it in the chat. That'd be great. I'd love to see it. I haven't found one that's really good for developers. It doesn't mean they're not out there. I just haven't found it. My Google flu is not what it used to be. Anyways, so let's get back into the features here. So we got some cover block stuff, which I think is really cool. Updated template descriptions. This is neat. So we can see, so if we go into site editing, appearance, hold on. It's not a rule. It's more of a guideline. Well, that's interesting. Now, did they take the... Okay, so where am I here? So we go templates. And if I do this, I should be able to click on this and look at the templates in this page. So now we've got descriptions for templates. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Other notable highlights. Now, text columns property is added as a block support. Oh, that's interesting. This is actually might be pretty helpful. So text columns property has been added as a block supports feature and is now in the style engine. It will allow users to split text-based blocks into columns. Developers can opt into this for their custom blocks, but no core blocks support the feature yet. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so this is a pretty cool one. So this is something that you may want to look at. Here's the pull request for it. So I'll drop it in there. This is pretty neat. So what this will do is, oh, cool. block support that maps. So where? So what is it? How do you implement it? That would be my. What would it be called? Let's look. Text columns, value. Okay. So what is this under? This would be under typography, text columns. So if we took a block, that's cool. Let's see. That's so in theory, what we should be able to do is, where is that block I'm building? So in your block editor here, you should have, wait, where was that? Theme JSON, that's not what I want. That's not in the right, that's not the place that I want it to be. Block source API column count. What is this? Filter, I don't think that's what I want. So I'm not seeing like how it's actually implemented. So this is pattern level. Settings typography to true. Opt in the column support for a block and the supports typography text columns to true. So I think we just do it like this. So in supports, which nobody can read that. Not a single person. So we should, what is it? A typography. And I need a comma there. So it would look like this. So supports typography text columns. So we got text, and then in here, text columns. Clearly, I don't think the schema has been updated. So we'll have to look at that. And then I think we'd put a number in there, like 2. That looks like how that would work, which is pretty handy. That's pretty cool. So if you wanted to do, I don't know, there's lots of things that you could do with that, but that's a cool one. I quite like that one. There are open tickets added for the paragraph and post excerpt blocks and future updates. That's neat. Theme offers can now target link in any link, pseudoms theme.json. That's cool. Font size picker. Sorry, would you not pass true? I think you would pass the number of columns that you would want. I think. Oh, never mind. You do pass true. I am 100% wrong. So you would pass true. So I wonder if that enables. Let's find out. Let's find out. I'm going to open this in integrated terminal. We're going to see what this does. And I wonder if that enables the interface. If I could have one superpower, what would it be? I don't know. God, why you like this? Let's go in here. Okay, so do I have a thing in here? Let's see. So which block did I enable that on? Of course, I don't even know which block. This is the PostPicker. So let's look at the PostPicker. PostPicker advanced. I don't see anything on there. Timothy Jacobs, thank you for hanging out. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem to want to do anything. Sports typography text columns. Did I not enable that correctly? Oh, maybe I have to enable it in the theme too. Okay, this is a little bit more janky. So in my theme, which I have here, I'm going to go into my theme.json, and what is it? It's settings, typography, columns, text columns, settings. Do I have typography in here already? Okay. This will be text columns. So set that to true. And then if I refresh this in over here, see what we can get here. Okay. Is it actually doing anything? Typography. Font family, appearance, height, let us say. Maybe, you know what, sometimes, and this is probably not the case, I'm probably just not doing it right, but sometimes you have to switch themes to clear the cache. So I'm just gonna activate this. I'm gonna go back to my, where's my Twitch theme? I'm gonna activate that, and I come back here, and I refresh this. And paragraph block. So there's seems to be nothing in there. I'm gonna grab my PostPicker block, which doesn't seem to want to work. Oh, you know what? You know why? Because I don't think I actually updated. You're missing a theme screenshot. What are you talking about? Can you not see what I'm talking about? Can you not see the things? Oh, oh, oh! Look at that. Oh, that's cool. Screenshot. Yeah, I'm missing a screenshot. Yes, I don't know if Ross Wintel's Turbo Admin has a cache clearing shortcut, but you should get that extension regardless. I don't know what that extension is, but if you want to drop a link to it, I'd love to take a look. So that's cool. You see that? So this is kind of janky. Like, so this is an interesting thing here. So now I have text columns. That's super cool. Very, 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 very cool. All right, I like that. So I had just not saved this correctly. So wait a minute. Does that mean I don't need this in here? Let's see. If I take that out. Sorry, this is my theme JSON file. How does that work within Timothy? By fluke, this is actually working with InnerBlocks because my PostPicker is just an InnerBlocks instance, and we'll get to that in a minute. But it's just basically a InnerBlocks right there. So it seems to work extremely well with InnerBlocks, which I think is awesome. So let's refresh this, and let's see. Okay, no. So I think what I have to do, it looks like you have to have it enabled in your theme.json as well. So that's enabled via the theme. Then if I refresh this, it becomes enabled. Then your block can opt into it. So that looks like how that works. That's really cool. I really like that feature. But what's next? What's the next one? Let's look. Let's see. Not that. This. Cool. Font size picker component allows for an array of custom units to be defined. That's pretty handle. Pretty handle. It's not a word I'm gonna use correctly today. Yeah, the rest of this stuff is fairly innocuous. I don't see anything here that jumps out as super cool stuff. Good question. If you have a theme.json in your if you have a theme.json in your theme, this should work because that's how you opt into it. So you can have a theme.json in what we'd call the classic theme. You can have a really basic one and get kind of the best of both worlds a little bit. So it is possible. You might have to play with it a little bit, but so hybrid theme, classic theme, that should work. Yeah, a bunch of bug fixes, site editor. I don't know, like there's lots of sort of like cleanup stuff and post editor, block editor, expector controls, testing stuff, performance. Still moving away from Lodash, which is pretty cool. Documentation, lots of documentation stuff coming in. This is typically where I get my props. Whoever was asking me if I contributed to core, I usually get it in this area. And this is actually a very easy way to get props because it's fairly straightforward to get documentation into Gutenberg. Yeah. And if you have an issue or a pull request that are docs based, you just go ahead and ping me on it and I'll take a look at it. And if I can approve it, I will. And get you them props. All right. Any first timers on the call? There's that Tom. Wait. I thought Tom already got this one the last time we did this. I don't know. But Tom is just getting all the props and that's awesome. So yeah. Sweet. All right. Well, that's kind of it. I'm going to drop this into the chat right there. That's the link to this. So now that we've kind of gone through that. Let's get back into what we were doing last week. So what we were doing last week was the bring me your issues, and we had actually left off with this one. I'll drop it in here so people can have a read if they want. But basically what we were doing was we were going to try to build something that was a bit like this. So we're kind of like trying to remake the ACF post relationship thing. And where we ended up with was we ended up with this. So what we have here, if I remember right, and is this going to be oh wait, you know what? Stand by. I'm going to disable my, oh no, I'm going to disable the Gutenberg plugin. I don't need that. I go back to my post. I'll post. I'm gonna go edit, bring me your issues, and I'm gonna turn some. I did this, and I want to turn this stuff off because I don't need this in here anymore. And I'm gonna refresh this. Now I'm curious. Now, am I gonna see? No, okay, I don't see any attributes for that. Perfect. Okay, so exit code editor. So where we ended up with was we had this ability to insert posts, and then we were going to be able to sort of sort them. And what were we going to do next? I don't really remember now. I'm gonna just close all this. Okay, so this was where we ended up. So I think the last thing we did was we actually retrieved the text from the post that we were putting in. And then on the front end, how does it look? I'm gonna update this. And then the front end, I think it looks like this. I don't know why that's there. You know what? I hate my theme. I'm gonna switch this theme because it's ridiculous. Where's 2023? Update that, and then I will go ahead and activate it. That looks ridiculous again. That looks a little bit better. Okay, so we'll refresh this, and there we go. All right, we can see that. Okay. All right, so this is kind of where we ended up. So I think what we need now over in here is we need to generate a post picker. Like we need to generate what content are we going to actually be looking up, right? So let's build that. Is whatever forever here? This was your issue, wasn't it? Was this your thing? Is this you? I think that was you. Anyways, okay, so let's start thinking this through. Oh, I just slurped into the mic. My bad. Okay, this was your issue, right? The one that you created? I'm pretty sure. All right, cool. So we're gonna need to put something over here, or we could maybe put something in here. Because when we what the deuce is right? What the effing deuce? So what we can do here is why is that so blurry? So blurry. Oh, because this is zoomed in. Okay, like if we did that, what do I call this thing? What is this block called? PostPicker. Can I not? PostPicker. There we go. So if you insert that, it comes with basically nothing in it. All right. You can't hear it. Ah, what? Hold on. You should be able to hear it. What? Hold on. Stand by. I'm gonna test that. Hold on a second here. Where's this what the deuce? What the deuce? See, I can hear that. You guys can't hear that? All right, whatever. Silence is complicitness. All right, so the first thing is this doesn't low sound. Is it just quiet? Is that the problem? Yeah, you can hear me, but you can't. Can you? Oh, anyways. Never mind. Okay, so when we first insert this, you know what we need those? We need to have a post to pick from. So how do we want to do this? Do we want to? I know what we'll do. We'll get a drop down of the post types that we want, right? Let's do that. So in our edit, we have inspector control panel in here. So I think what we might want to use is what? getEntityTypes. Is there types? Gutenberg. I can't remember if there's a getEntityTypes. Boom, 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 ba da 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 da. I cannot remember. There is getEntityRecords, but we want to get all the types. We want to know what post types are available, right? I did this before. I did this at some point. Where did I do this? I did this in the advanced query loop. Let's look at that. Components. Would it, nope. So we're gonna do this. Post count, post date, meta control. Oh, you know what? There's another. Hold on. Hold on. Stand by. I've got a. No. Branch local. I've got a. What is this thing? Do I not? I have a. Okay, yeah, feature. Okay. Get checkout feature. There's a branch that I did where I can query multiple post types, and so multiple post select. So I should be able to do something. What did I do? Multiple posts. Use post types. These will use that. There we go. Get post types. All right, this is what I'm looking for. Bow. That's what I want. Come in here. Source. Add a post block, and I'm gonna go in here. Nope, that's not the one. PostPicker, and then in this edit. So I need to do something like this. And let me just see what this is. So core store is core data. Do I have that? Is that core data? Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm using the useSelect hook, and I'm going to select from the core store, which is also looks like this, which is like core. I think it's core data is what the actual name of that store is. We're going to get the post types, and then I'm going to filter out the viewable ones because these are only ones that need to be. These are only the ones that we want to. Words are failing me. Only ones that can be seen on the front end. So if you registered a private post type, or you registered one that was only meant to be like stored and not displayed, this would do that. So this should give us our post types, right? Which means that I think I even have a little form token field down here that I'm going to import. I'm just going to steal all this code, which is great. Right, form token field, and I will use my form token field like this, and I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I guess I will put it right here for now. What's multiple posts? Do I have that? I think we're gonna. Oh, you know what? I don't think that's what we want. I think I want a drop down, which would be. What would that be? Be packages, be in components. I cannot remember the name of the thing. What would it be? It'd be like inputs, SelectControl. I think they call it that. Let's look. SelectControl. That's exactly what I want. So I should be able to come in here and grab a little sample. So I pull in SelectControl from components. Okay, so I'm going to replace this with this. Yup. And then this is going to be SelectControl. And now the values that I want, I don't have this set yet. I'm gonna use state for that. Const, not that. Post type. Post type and set post type, and then we're gonna set that. No, that's gonna be set to nothing. And this will be set down here. This is gonna be. Oops. I'm gonna do. Post type. It's not Twitch though. I don't know what I'm using here for this. I need. Oh, it is. Nope. Text domain, which is hilariously long and ridiculous. There's a joke there, but I'm not going to make it. So post type. Okay, and then we're gonna go. Let's call this new post type, and this is going to be set post type. Does everyone know what I'm doing here? So, and then we're gonna set this. So I'm using, so what should happen here is I should have a select control that shows me all of the post types, which will be, actually don't know what that's gonna look like. So I'll console log that for now. Log post types like that. And let's see, so we come back over here. Where am I? Right here. So we should refresh this, and with a little luck, I've broken everything. Ah! I sure did. Okay, let's see. Why is console doing that? Let's zoom that in. What do we got? Use state is not defined. Well, you know what, guys and girls? If you don't import it, you can't really use it. So you got to go import use state. Oh, I knew what I wanted. There we go. So I've imported from there. This, I hate this. It's going to be WordPress dependencies. Okay. And they're going to refresh this. Still got an error. Cannot filter. Reading filter select value. So let's see what this is. This is this getPostTypes stuff. Is that not a thing? That's annoying. Let's find out. Okay, we will find out. So we go WP, zoom this in. Come on, clear. We go wp.data.select, and I can say core data, I think. That's what I want. Is there anything in there? Let's look. That is not the one I'm looking for. Is it just core? It might just be core, actually. That's it. So we want get post types. So I should be able to call it like this, dot get post types. Now I don't, this is not how we would normally call, like so this is a really great way of finding out what is on the data stores that are available. You can find out what selectors are available by doing wp.data.select and then passing the name of the data store. And you can see we've got all of this stuff. So I don't know why this isn't working for me. So let's see. So if I just do this for now, this should return post types. This should return get post types. That should just return all that stuff. So let's see. Let's get in here, see what happens. Okay, so it's null. Oh, because it's null, and then now they're in there, and then now I think, it's really, oh, I think I can fix this by just doing this. This is only going to run that if it's, this is wrong. This is actually core. So I think that'll work now. Let's look. Let's look. That looks like it did indeed work. So we've got page, post, and attachment, right? So I don't know if we want to put attachments in there, but let's put attachments in there. Why not? Okay, so now we have this stuff available to us. So now in our post type, so what we're actually going to have to do is map this. So it's an array of objects, I think, right? Because this is what we need. So we need to map is going to be, we're going to return an object. I think we can do it like this. We have to actually return. That's exactly what I want. Thank you, GitHub Copilot. So then in our options, we should just be an array. Oops. Should be an array of labels like that. That's what we should have. So in our, didn't break, it loaded. Okay, perfect. So come over here now. I see I've got a post type in here. That looks horrible. We're gonna fix that. I need panel body. Panel body. I have panel body. Why am I? Oh, gonna move that up there. So that should give me a little bit of a better UI. Cool. Let's see. Bang. There we go. So now we can pick our post type. So based on this post type, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to query the entities. That's what we're going to want to do. Any questions so far? No? Awesome. Awesome. All right. Use entity records. That's what we're going to want. So then up in here. Oh, wait, where am I? I keep stealing code from other places. It's all clear so far. Awesome. Cool. So this is going to get us our post types. I'm going to add some comments in here. Get the available post types, right? And then down in here, we're going to go query query the posts, right? So we're going to do this. So this is going to be basically, I need to import useEntityRecords, and I think that's from, where is useEntityRecords from? Let's find out. Core data. Okay. Kind of where I figured it would be from. Okay, so we have the entity record. So what this is going to do is this is going to actually return, this is going to request a whole bunch of post types for us, right? So we should be able to, so this is going to say, give me so useEntityRecords works like this. It takes any way to query using admin Ajax endpoint. That's what we're doing. What? Well, so behind the scenes, sorry, this is the question that, I'm going to say this wrong, but what is it? Guju guy. So behind the scenes, we're using the REST endpoints to hit this. We're not using, I guess we're not using admin Ajax, but we don't really need to. It's the same things. You could create your own endpoint and retrieve it that way, but you wouldn't use entity records. So if we look at this, we can, does this, no, I want to look at the definition of that. I wonder, anyways, okay. So let's look at records and see what that is. So this is probably not going to work. It's not going to work because it's because I don't have anything. I get this off the screen here. Sorry. So I don't have anything available there. But if I set this to page, now I should get 4 pages. If I get this post, I should get 10 posts, which makes total sense because the query is set. It's a default of 10. That's what all WordPress queries are. So behind the scenes, what you can see is happening here. If I can make this bigger, is I'm gonna clear this. Let me clear that. If I make a request to page, oh, you know what? I probably do attachments. Yeah, okay. So you can see it's hitting this endpoint, right? And it's hitting the REST endpoint for media because I'm asking for. You know what? I'm gonna refresh this because I want to actually see the request. So the requests come in here. You can see I've got a pages and it's hitting the pages endpoint and it's getting what, you know, and the response is it's basically going to get all the pages. If I switch it to post, I should get a new one. And if I go to attachments, I'll get a new one as well. So these are just hitting the REST API endpoints for each one of these. Now the cool thing is once it's been run, if you go back and requery it, it doesn't make another request. It just returns the data because that's all been cached in the data store. So that's one advantage of using sort of these built-in things is there's a lot of built-in inherent caching that's sort of taking place, and you don't always get that with the with custom endpoints and whatnot. I mean, if you build it properly, then yeah. I was just wondering if there's a way to use the existing Ajax endpoint so I don't have to recreate it. But you're not recreating. Sorry, I don't think I understand the use case. You don't need to use the admin Ajax endpoint. You're using the REST API and endpoint, and you don't have to rebuild anything because this is just available for you. All right, are you talking about the so you can just import this component and have it work? Is that what you're sort of meaning? Because I don't know, I don't think there is one that does that. So options, you know what I'm going to do with options? I'm going to, that's an array, and I'm going to add my own object in here because I want to do like a complete, like a choose, right? And then set this to the, and then I want to spread post types onto that, right? No. Oh wait, I didn't do that right at all. This is what I want. So the label is choose, value is empty string. Value is empty string. It does, yeah. Maybe a third argument can be used per page. Yes, you absolutely can. So there's the third argument, and this is going to be the stuff. I add placeholder option. So does it not have a placeholder option? You're right. That would be very cool. It doesn't have places. I'm just gonna see what this does. Is there a? It says placeholder, but I don't know if that's actually gonna be a thing. Let's find out. Oh God, what have I done? I probably just broke something in here. PostTypes is not iterable. PostTypes is not iterable. Okay. I think it's because I'm trying to, I'm just going to put this back for now. I'm just going to put this back for now. Oh, wait, I'm returning an array. I'll do this a different way. I'm just completely doing this wrong, is what I'm doing. But I will fix that up in a moment. It's because it's actually not, it's not right. So let's look over here. So I don't think that actually did anything. Gucci guy says, I'm going back to jQuery Ajax days where I had created a cascade. I'm going to pop this up so everyone else can see what I'm talking about. I'm going back to jQuery Ajax days where I created a cascading select with fields from gravity form entries. I don't know if there's a way to do that with entity records. So what entity records returns to you is entities. Those can be posts, like post types. They can be taxonomies, and I think comments maybe. I think so. If there's I don't know what you're trying to do, but if you need data, if you need instances of posts or tags or categories or custom taxonomies, custom post types, any of that stuff, you can get that. You get that through useEntityRecords. So if you want to display a bunch of stuff in a cascading select, you can do that. Are you talking about like a faceted search where you're like, give me, oh yeah. Okay, so you're talking about like, I want to have like, I want posts, but then I want posts with only this tag and then and only in this category, and do that. You can do that, but you'd have to do what we're doing, is sort of build it. Like you could have one that's like, get me the post types, and then in here you can pass a bunch of options. I actually, speaking of my website, one of the only where's my site? One of the only really helpful things that I've done is as get entity records in here. There's an article that I wrote that's got a bunch of examples, paste, of how you'd use that sort of second parameter. Like there's a bunch of stuff that you could do in here, right? So, so we can say, where is this? This predates the useEntityRecords hook, but it does actually do the same thing. So you can pass in things like per page, parent, term, category. You can do that sort of stuff, right? Yeah, totally. You could absolutely do that. If you, yeah, you could do it. There's a number of ways to skin this cat. Let's put it that way. Yeah, cool. So read that article if you're interested. But if we wanted to say, so back to, someone mentioned using a -1 query. I would strongly advise against doing a -1 query because it works until it breaks your site down or takes your site down. If you have 100 records, cool. If you have 10,000, 100,000 records and you're trying to query them all, there's a good chance you'll melt your servers. At the very least, MySQL won't be able to keep up. The thing is, chances that you're going to be ever needing all your records all at once are pretty slim. But that doesn't mean you couldn't do something like per page, like 30, right? I don't know how many I actually have in here. I don't even know how many posts I have in here, but we can take a look in a sec. And I'm going to grab a page, I'm going to grab posts, and I've got 19 post types. So that's a fair amount of stuff. But my question is why? Oh, I know why. So this is an array. Oh, this is returning an array. No, I should be able to do this, right? I should be able to spread that, right? I think what's happening is because it's null at first. That's why. That's why. Okay. I think we'll do this. I think I'll do it this way. So in the select controls thing, I'm gonna just make sure it's there before I do it, before I render it. This will kind of, if it's there, we'll render it. If it's not there, we'll put something in that just says whatever. We'll just say loading. There, we'll do that. I'll put this in here. I probably want to do something a little bit nicer. So this should only render this if post type's available, and then we shouldn't run into this issue. Yeah, there we go. So now I should be able to add another object in here. Like the -1 queries, I worked professionally in WordPress for a number of years and never had a problem with -1 queries. But when I went and worked at a company that was dealing with like, enterprise level WordPress installations that had literally a million records, that's when you start getting into trouble with -1 queries. Like there's ways that you can get around it. Like you can query 100 records, 200 records all at once and batch query those. And with what we're going to be doing, it might even be a bit of a type ahead thing where we're sort of like, as we type, we're querying and getting those things back. Like we could do that. There's a lot of options there. But if you know that you're never going to have that many records, it's probably fine. And Ryan K. Hawkins, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. All right, so let's see. I got this. There's my choose. I'm gonna pick posts. We got 19 posts to choose from. So that's cool. Hey Ryan, welcome here, Ryan. Yeah, I'm Ryan. Nice to meet you, Ryan. Welcome aboard. Are you from where'd you come from? Where are you from? Twitch or like just the world, the internet? Are you a robot? Anyways, glad to have you. Okay, so now that we have this picked, we need to be able to. This recipe won't let you query more than. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. So we could pass it, and it won't retrieve that many. I know that. Oh, sweet. Welcome aboard, Ryan K. Hawkins. That's awesome. I know that, some of the early Gutenberg stuff, like with the taxonomy selectors and stuff like that, were using -1 queries. And there was a lot of like rumbling in the general community about that, but it's cool that they've fixed that up. Timothy, you do a ton with the REST API stuff, don't you? Like in general? I think so. I think you're the Timothy Jacobs that I'm thinking of. Yeah. So he's the right guy to ask. Pretty sure he commits all the stuff for it. Him and Johnny Harris. Is it Johnny? Is it Johnny that does a lot of that stuff? I think he does. Anyways, cool. All right, so the next part that we can do is maybe I've never implemented an auto completer, so I wonder if we can do that. So this will allow us to basically pick our or should we use the form field token? Let's use the form field token. I think we didn't. Okay, so form token field, which I am never ever going to get the name of that thing right, ever. So below that, so once we have a post type selected, right? If we have post types, then we're going to do this, which requires a single root element for React because that's what React likes. I think, how did we, I want to do the type ahead with the form token field. No, you know what? What do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? It's not going to be post types. It's going to be records. I don't even know what this is going to look like. And we're just going to go, the value is going to be just whatever, an empty array for now. And I'm going to hide this. And I do not know what this is going to do. It may break. There's an 84% chance it's gonna bug. Yep. Filter. Why is this yelling at me? So I need. Let's to the docs. Let's go. Storybook's got a really good thing. So the storybook. Storybook instance is pretty awesome. This is a great way of kind of like playing with some of the components and stuff. So we're looking for, and again, no one can see that. So for token field, so we want to have drop down selectors. So let's see what this does. So okay, so that's exactly what I want to have. Actions. Is that what I want to have? Docs. What is this? Okay. So, oh, it just needs to be a single selection like that. Custom render input. Oh, I see. That's not what I want. Validated async. What's this? That's async. Oh, okay. Oh, this is auto select first match. All right, I'm gonna grab this and see what it looks like and plunk it in here. And we're gonna do that. And we'll just see how this looks. Storybook is so awesome. It's such a great way of like playing around with stuff. So post, right? So if I can go Africa. So the issue that I think we're gonna have is, because I think we had to figure this out last time too. Multiple posts. Is there a way? I'm trying to remember how I did this, because like we don't just want the post name to come up there, right? We want it to, I guess the question is, do we want to do like a, as we're typing, do we want to make a request? Maybe that's what we want to do. Let's look at that. Okay, I want to maybe just hide this for now. I don't know if this is necessarily what I want to have to do. What I want to do, I think, is going to be like a text control. No, input control. Am I drawing a complete blank on this? So this will be like input control, right? So input control in there. This doesn't have like this. So this is going to be label, yeah, whatever. And then on change, we're going to have a little function in here, right? And then I think we need to like, is it search or is it queue? Okay, I'm gonna say non. Do a search for post meta. I don't know what this is gonna do. What I want to do is basically turn this into a means of requerying every time. So I think if I run this, I'm hoping that the queue parameter is what drives the post. Oh God, what have I done here? Oh Lord, what is going on? Okay, this is, what? Oh, I don't think it's called input control. What is it called? Component. It's probably just in here. I just need to look for it. Text control. Text control. What the hell did I call it? That's not even a thing. Nope. Text control. Okay. And now what kind of examples do I have here? Label, class name, on change, because we're gonna do that. And let's get into here. And I'm hoping, I don't know if anyone knows off the top of their head what the query maps to, if it's queue or what it is, but we'll just see here in a second. I'm gonna get this, I changed to post. No. Okay, let's look at the network. Post. Quest headers. What am I doing here? So, oh, it's S. It's S, isn't it? As in search. It's that, I think. Timothy, help me. You know what this is. Don't pretend like you don't. No, it didn't work. All right. It's search, like the full name is like this, search. Okay, let's try that. See, it's good to have somebody on here that knows what they're doing. So if I switch to post, there we go. That's exactly what I want. So let's just make sure. So this is my title. Title non-registered post type. That looks right. And title. Can you all see this? Yeah. Okay. So title. That's weird though. Oh, where is it? Where did it get? Where did it get post meta from though? In here. Don't know where it got that from. That might be fine to start. Okay. So now what we can do then is I can go. I'm gonna use state in here again. Const. I'm gonna say search term. Right. And I'm gonna set search term. So this is gonna be in here. I'm gonna start it as an empty string, which no idea what that's gonna do. And then as I type, I feel like I need to debounce this though. It's gonna be making a lot of queries. Right, so grab this and I clear that and I say, I'm gonna go from post. It's gonna return a whole bunch of stuff. And let's see, you need a title that's not anything to do with that. So the title is gonna be hello world. So if I just start typing hello, oops. Let's see, you know what, I'm gonna clear this and clear that. I'm gonna say hello. It's a lot of queries. It's not hitting, oh, is it though? Let's see. Yeah, it's doing a lot of querying there. Okay. Well, kind of a rough place of doing that. So this should give me a bunch of options here. See, I don't know why this is getting this term selector. All right. Oh, there it is. That's why. Hello from the saved content. Okay, cool. So that looks right. So that is doing a search. Now that we have those things, we need to populate. Maybe the autocomplete. Okay, you know what? We're gonna just look. Is there an autocomplete component in here? No. What? It's search. What? Flex perception. What's up? It says what? It's just what? Components. Autocomplete. It's a good practice to not get to re-query, re-render with every keystroke. That's a good question. Because we have two things that we have to deal with. What we may want to do, here's what we should probably do. We want to debounce this, I would imagine. So we probably want to we'll need to debounce that, right? Usually you wait until the other 3 characters more before sending. Yeah, I know. But what we're going to need to do is, yeah, we could do that. We could say if term dot length. Oh, God, come on. Term dot length is greater than 3. Then we can set the search term, and we can send that out. right? So we can do something like that. The other thing that you might want to do is you might just want to debounce, meaning that like you type, and then after a certain amount of time, after you stop typing, then it goes. So we could do something like that. Usually, is there? Oh, nice. So there we go. So in the WordPress Compose package, we can look at that right now. I'm gonna go to the dev docs. I'm gonna go in here. So we can go to the reference guides, package reference, compose. No one can see this, Ryan. Compose, we should have a debounce. So let's go debounce. So how do we use it? So we import, create the debounce function after waits milliseconds. This is not good. I'm going to look at it in, okay. So I should be able to import debounce from the compose package. So import debounce. Not from there. From that WordPress Compose. Right. And if I'm reading that documentation correctly, I should be able, I think I can create like a const debounced, if I spell it right, debounced set term search. We could do that. Something like that. I have to look and see if this is going to work. But I think what we want to do is, I'm going to pass it. I'm just going to do an anonymous function here for now. And I want to say console.log, make it so, followed by the set search terms. So wherever that is, set search term. Right. Somebody's use debounce docs for further. Use debounce. Of course there's a use debounce. That would be better. There we go. The new debounce function will be returned and any scheduled calls canceled if the arguments change. This is not very well documented though. Function number. So I import use debounce. Let's try that. So we're gonna go const. So wait, a return. What does it return? Returns a function. So we're gonna basically do this. Right, equals use debounce. Debounce. Right? So it's the function. Okay, all right, cool. So we're doing the same thing, but I need to pull use debounce in from compose. And then we're going to pass this into here. And then I can get rid of this. And I'm going to pass that into here, like this, I guess, term. And it needs to accept term. I don't know whether this is gonna work. Let's find out. Okay, so let's get into our network and we'll clear this, and then I will go, is this sending all kinds of stuff? I didn't actually say that, but make it so. So it did run. When did it do that? Network. Why didn't I see a network request? Oh, post. That's why. Okay, let's go over here now. Okay, so it did run. So don't. Okay, so this would be don't send until I'm done typing. There we go. Perfect. That's exactly what we'll do. Timothy Jacobs to the record, to the record, to the rescue. That's amazing. Okay, so we're gonna do that. So that is how you would do it, my friends. You would do this. Now we could also do something. Yeah, I didn't spell that right. D-O-U-N-C-E-D. You're like, what? Ryan, you didn't spell something right? Never happens. Never in a million years does that happen. We can probably do, can we just do that Is that possible? I think that's possible. We don't need all the curly braces there. Let's rerun this. Cool. So let's go. And we're gonna choose a post, and we're gonna go hello world. There we go. And that's gonna run. Okay, so now we've got those things. Now we have to display these things in such a way that we're gonna do a select menu. That's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna get, this is getting a bit janky, but we're gonna import the SelectControl, right? Because what we wanna do, what we're doing at the end of the day is we are going to have, so this is sort of like, okay, we're gonna have to do it this way, I think. SelectControl, right? Come on, we'll do that. We're gonna have, what's it, options? SelectControl is wrong. Options is an array. We're gonna go record map post, and it's going to look like this. I just did that up here, didn't I? I'm gonna return something like this, basically. Post. Nope, right? The deuce is happening here. I need a map that goes like that. Boop. Okay, so the idea here is we're gonna return records. Map label is going to be not that. It'll have to be something a little bit deeper in. It'll be title. The label is going to be post.title.rendered, right? So it'll be. So I'm going to. Okay. So we got title, and we've got. Is it ID capital I capital D? Where is it? Hello. ID is lowercase ID. We want the ID. The value is going to be the ID, and the title is going to be rendered title. So it should look like that. I don't know. Oh, what did I break? I broke something. Stand by. Stand by. What is this? Oh, I already got something already imported. SelectControl has already been declared. Do I have select? Oh gosh, Ryan, come on now. Come on now. What are you doing? How are we doing? 11:43. We might just make it. We might make it, my friends. We might make it. Where's my? Okay, so post. Oh, look at that. Yeah, exactly. So this has got. So we have all this stuff, right? So that's super sexy. So now we can say hello world, right? And now we got one post in there that's called hello world. So yeah, so the idea would be, I guess we would want to select this. So now we can kind of build this out a secondary way. So we're gonna go const. Oh wait, no. What we want to do is, how we want to do that. We want to select a post, and then we want this button to basically, that's what we want. Okay, so I'm going to just store const. I'm going to say, this is going to be selected, get out of here. Selected post ID, select the post, and set selected post is going to be that. So selected post is going to be the value. Nope, the value. Somebody's giving me a great suggestion, I could tell. ComboBoxControl, you are such an amazing contributor. Let's look at ComboBox. ComboBoxControl. What do we got here? I want to look. Where's this thing? Select the country. All right. Font size, values, font size. So are the options the same though? Like how do the options look? Filtered options, use state options. Okay, cool. So let's grab ComboBoxControl. Maybe we'll try that one instead. I like it, and we'll see what it does. If I do that, will that just work? What will that do? Oh, I see what you're saying. Wait, do I see what you're saying? Let's see what this does. You're suggesting that I make that one it, right? Right. And mechanic, thank you. You're slick. I like it. Sounds like I'm being a douche, but I'm not. Not intending to anyways. What is this? Can I find? What's find? Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to figure all this out now. Let's look at this combo box. We got options, filtered options. Oh, on filter value change. You know what? I'm gonna go back to my SelectControl just for now, because I'm not quite grasping how that would work. Because what we want to do is we're not filtering in the combo box. We're filtering. Oh, Crowbart's here. Okay. Thanks for coming, guys. Stream's over. Bye. So now we should be able to select that, right? That would be what oh, that's, all right. Okay. So I haven't selected that. Sorry, stand by. And then I'm going to do on change. I may just be not thinking of it correctly, but what I think is that I want, I'm not sure if the combo box filters from its own items, but it probably can get its items from there and then we filter out that way. So that might be what it is. I don't know. Anyways, all right, so let's see. I'm gonna just hide this because we know that this is working. So I grab this, I choose a post type. I should be able to say, hello world. I should get that. I select this. You know what? I'm gonna just do that so I can get some more things. So if I go transforms, okay, support forms. Now the next part is gonna be grabbing that thing, plunking it in there, and we already have the code for that. We have that right here. So on this button, so instead of that ID, we're gonna grab this selected post. We're gonna do that. So hopefully, with a little luck, this will work. Right? So grab this thing. I'm gonna say I want to put a page in here. And I'm gonna call it the parent page. I insert the post. Okay, what happened? All right. Oh, I was so happy. I thought we were gonna have it. Okay, so ID is 59. Stand by. That's gonna be a problem here. Is that where I am? No. In the placeholder, the post type is set to post. So I think we need to store the post type along with this. That's what we're gonna have to do. So we're already storing the post type. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at there? And then in here is gonna be, this is what we need. The post type is gonna be, oh wait, I actually have post type. I don't need that. So this should save. Okay, let's try that again. If you noticed, I was doing an accent. Who's that? Yuga. Thank you for the follow. I'm not saying that right. But okay, and update this and refresh this. This bottom one is going to be busted, so I'm going to just delete that one. And I'm going to insert a new placeholder. I'm going to choose the page post type. I'm going to insert parent page, insert the post, and it works. And it works. Yay, it works. Okay, so yeah, so we update that. Now, aside from some UI things that we want to clean up, like I think what we'd want to have to do is this needs to be selected before this displays. And that obviously is not post ID. We're going to need to change that. This is going to be, I'm going to put the label in there. Oh, I'm going to grab this. Post type. Search, right? That's what I think we're going to do. I'm a wizard. I'm not a wizard. I'm a warlock. So yeah, okay, so we got post type, then we search, and then based on the search, like we can even put an attachment in here. Although the thing about attachments is it doesn't make a lot of sense because that's not gonna have a post title, right? So maybe we want to filter out some of the post types. But anyhow, so if you put a page in there, we can search for the parent page. You know what we really need though? The ability to, why didn't that one work? Oh, maybe I didn't save the post last time. Let's try. I'm gonna make sure I save this. That's the parent page. I'm gonna move this to the top. Boop, 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 boop. Second from the top. Update, refresh, make sure. That's not working. Why is that not working? Why is that not working? Let's look. Okay, we got a bug. We got a bug in the system. Post. It didn't save the ID. What? What? ID, post type number. Okay. So in here. Why didn't it save the ID? So what is the problem here? I don't see anything there. The network is, I should have pages, response. Hold on. I need to just refresh this. I don't know why this isn't saving. Some weirdness afoot. So that is actually trying to get the page. So what is the headers that's being sent? Oh, it's just getting all the pages. Okay, so console. All right. Post ID as the string in block.json. Well, what am I saving it as? Maybe that's what it is. So what did I save it as? Well, that's what I'm saving the prop as, is ID. And this has been working before. This was working. And this has got post type and ID. So it stopped working when I added the post type. Let me just, I'm gonna try something that I don't think is a problem, but maybe this is something to do with it. I'm gonna console, I'm gonna log this out. The log, and this is gonna be ID and post type. Let's see what that is. Okay. Gonna refresh all this. Let's see what we got. So we got undefined page. Weird. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna delete this entire thing. I'm gonna put a brand new one in. This is one of the fun things about doing this. I'm gonna do a post. I'm gonna insert that. That didn't work. So something's not getting connected here, and I don't know why. I don't know what. So undefined post. Oh, I wonder. Okay, so hold on. I wonder if this is a UI issue. Okay. What did I just delete the whole thing? Yeah, I did. Okay, I'm gonna go PostPicker. I'm going to do a search for post. I'm going to select one, then I'm going to select a different one. I think that's the problem. I think I need a please choose in there. So if I insert that, that's working. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to update this, clear this. I got a bunch of console logs in here that I want to get rid of. I don't need that anymore. That's working. Okay, and this is not something that people need to be looking at. So if I refresh this now, what the hell? Why didn't that work? It's undefined. So what the actual deuce is happening? Post type. Am I not putting this in correctly? Weird. Okay, hold on. Let me try something else. Okay, I'm going to insert another one of these. I'm going to insert a post. I'm going to insert whatever this post. Insert that. Now that looks right. That's right. So if I update this and then I go into the code editor, I have ID 610 and I have post type. Okay. So I wonder if ID was working. So that, okay. Okay, so we're gonna refresh this page now, and if they both don't work, I know that doesn't work. Are you thinking? Twitch post placeholder. Block is So you're thinking maybe I should call it post ID. I don't know. I think whatever forever, you might be onto something. Let's try that. Let's bring this in as post ID, and we'll put this in as post ID. We'll put that in as post ID, and then block is called post ID. Edit, index, nothing in there I need to worry about. Render is going to be post ID now. Let's see if that has something to do with it. I wonder if it doesn't like the ID thing. If we're hitting reserved words though, which could very well be the case, I'm going to remove all these. I feel like there should be something that tells us that. That's what I think. But what are you gonna do about it? Add close. Oh, right. Okay. That's also a glitch. So we're gonna do post. I'm gonna do PostPicker. I'm gonna do insert PostPicker. Update. No, and this is just all falling apart on me here. It doesn't want to insert that. Hey, Multilogic, if ChatGPT is stumped, you're not going to get any help here. That's for sure. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Hey friends, do you want to know what the issue is? I'll tell you what the issue is. This is the issue. I hate this about Gutenberg. This is technically a number. My guess is that it's coming in as a string. So what I need to do is this. I need to do this. I need to cast it to a number. Because it's coming from a form element. Pretty sure that's going to be the fix. I think that's the fix. Because that's giving me errors that just don't make any sense. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see. Oh my gosh, did I get rid of the post picker again? Annoying. So we're gonna do a post. I'm gonna pick the term selector. I'm gonna insert the term selector. Holy smoke-a-doodles, which is the thing I say to my 7-year-old all the time, which is hysterically weird. And look at that. It worked. You know why it worked? Because I had to cast it to a number. Okay, so that should work now. We should be able to insert a page doing the same thing. Parent page, that should work. We should update this. We should be able to sort this now. I'm going to move my toolbar up here. There we go. We're going to update this. We're going to refresh this. All should work. It does. We'll refresh this. That's wrong. 100% wrong. Oh, because I'm pulling in the wrong thing. I'm pulling in the, this needs to be ID. Because post ID is actually a global. It's a global. There we go. So that's working. That's working. So there's a couple things that I've noticed. The first thing is we need to have it so this doesn't appear until this is chosen. Whoa, there we go. Crowbot mission passed. The other thing is I don't think we want to have a renderAppender in here. I don't think we actually want to insert anything in here unless what we also want is the ability to update. Okay, I need some opinions. So here's the issue. If you pick the post picker, you can pick your post and you can insert it. If you grab the individual post here, you can't change it. And the other thing is if I select the post picker, which is what's selected, and I hit that, I can insert a new parent page without any data. Sorry, a new placeholder without any data. So there's a couple things that you could do. We might be able to do something like this with the post picker. In our InnerBlocks, we might be able to go renderAppender and set it to false. Not that kind of false though. You might be able to do that. So this should technically, not give us the little plus symbol to insert stuff like this. So if I select this, you can see I can't actually, there's no plus symbol in here now to insert a block. The problem becomes if I have this selector and I click that, so if I have the PostPicker selected and I click this, does this just work now? Oh, that just might work now, which would be super cool. If I click that button, what happens? Nothing happens. It takes me out of there. If I insert whatever pull quote, it doesn't go inside of. Okay, awesome. It used to be that you couldn't, if you turned off the renderAppender, which is a really silly name for meaning the thing that lets you insert blocks. If you turn that off in the InnerBlocks, you couldn't insert from the InnerBlocks, but if you had it selected, you could still insert from the block selector, which I was trying to do, but it doesn't look like that's the case anymore. So this may have just solved our problem. So you come in here and select this, and now you can have come on, what am I trying to say? Now you can have I don't even know what I'm trying to say. You select this and now you can insert things. You know, you can also do another thing is you can have a custom renderAppender. That's like a function, right? I think you can pass it a function like this and return like a button. I think you can do that. You can say, whatever button. Oh my God. I quite literally cannot type. Test. I think you can do that. I think that's the thing. So renderAppender t-shirt. You do. You make me. I will wear that t-shirt. renderAppender. Yeah. So you see now I have this little button here, so I can have a custom renderAppender, which we could build out the whole thing, put the interface right at the bottom of that. We could do that too. That might be neat. That might be neat. Remove placeholder. So it appears right sort of there. So we could put all this stuff inside a renderAppender. I don't think that's a good use of that space personally, but it is possible to have a custom renderAppender. Okay, so what do we think? What do we think? So this is working. Where is whatever forever? It's just afternoon. Usually I stop right around now. Well, it's noon my time. I don't know what time it is in the world for you guys, for y'all. But I think this is a good place to stop because we have this in place, and now you can curate all this however you want, and we can display it on the front end just by updating it. You can do that, and it's all there. Now, this obviously doesn't look like the way you want it to look. Wait, Monty Logic, what? Wait for what? I'm not signing off yet, Monty. I'm definitely gonna look at your question there in a second, my friend. Okay. Yeah, Monty. I will look at your question. Promise. And it would be super helpful if you could put it into the issues right here. And that way, I can look at it. If you want to put an issue in there, that would be awesome. And then I can look at it now. We can also have it in there and kind of maybe pick it up next week, which I think I'm going to do this next week. Well, this bring me link for the post pages, or is that trivial? Link for the post pages, or is that trivial? Well, you can do whatever you kind of want to do. Sorry, this is end mechanic. Is that for the front end? Is that what you mean? Like in here, you can basically do whatever you want to do, right? Yeah, so all I'm doing is showing the title, but if you wanted to like echo get, is there get the content? I can't remember if there's get the content in WordPress. Get the content. You can pass the attribute for get the content in there, right? And this is going to be a bit silly, but does that work? Yeah. So you could do something like this. Didn't work. Why didn't it work? Retrieve the post content. Get the content. Oh, of course. I need to do, what are the things? It's like null and false, because I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to go this. This is, and I'm going to go false, and then I'm going to pass the, you probably wouldn't want to do this because you'd probably want to make sure, yeah. So there's content in there. You can display the content. If you want to display links, you can display whatever you want, right? That's what this render.php file in the placeholder is for. You could you could pull in another template. There's lots of options here that you could do, but this is all rendered on PHP. So because we have stored the ID, which is the post ID, you can quite literally do anything that you want to do with a post, with that post ID. You can display post meta, you can display tags, you can display whatever you want. That's kind of beyond what we're doing, because I don't know what you want to display in there, but it is absolutely possible to do all that stuff, right? Yeah, anyhow. It's annoying. Why is that being like that? Oh, you know what? I just hate it so much that I have to do, I'm gonna fix this, and I'm gonna fix this right stinking now because it drives me crazy. Where is my PHPCS? Oops, not there. I got a PHPCS in here that is a, where is it? There it is. I'm gonna steal all this. I don't need this. So this, there are some PHPCS things that I just cannot stand. And so I'm gonna get rid of them. So this should not be an issue anymore. Yeah, it shouldn't, because I don't want to put a package name in. Ridiculous. Thank you, Monty. Okay, cool. So I think this is a good place to stop for this particular issue. So what I'm gonna do is create a, we're gonna YOLO this, because this is just all to bring me your issues. Okay, I'm just gonna go all code for bring me your issues. March, like March, what is it? It was 16, I don't know, whatever. Volume 1 and 2. I'm just gonna commit it all as is and push it up, and then we can sync those changes. And that, I'm gonna close this. Close repository. Okay, cool. So that's all the code that we've written so far is now on the repo. And as always, you can get the repo from here. So yeah, it's all up there. So anyways, you can go grab that. Now, Monty has a question. I think Corey also has something he wants to talk about. Oh, yeah. Superquery NPM script is still the best way to create multiple blocks in the plugin. Yep, so you don't need to anymore. You don't need to do that anymore. Oh, is that the template? Is that the template? Yeah, so you can use the template, but you don't need that Webpack config anymore. Because the create block package or the scripts package can recognize, that's what we're doing with this plugin. Well, first of all, thank you for calling that out. I appreciate that. That's amazing that you use that. Thank you so much. But you don't need to use that technically anymore. So in what we're doing today, you can see here, I've got multiple blocks in here, and I'm not doing anything other than putting them inside of a source directory, right? No, you don't. Well, you need Webpack, but you don't need to customize the Webpack. Let's put it that way. Cool. So let's look at what Monty was talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, he added an issue. Maybe we can look at it in the issue. This thing right here. Change return statement of a function which is used in both the edit and the save function of a Gutenberg block. Interesting. Okay, so the Gutenberg block, I can't change return statement without having to delete and re-add the block. I want to change the return statement of the function block content without having to delete. Oh, I see. Okay, I think what we're talking about here is deprecations. So the thing that is causing you grief, are you getting, okay, so I'm assuming, Monty, you are getting, I assume that you are getting like block validation errors. Is that correct? Let's Yes, you're getting a block validation error. So the reason you're getting a block validation error is because this is a static block. And when a static block gets saved, it saves this markup. I'm gonna zoom in, nobody can read this, sorry. So in your save function, you're going to be using this component. This component, at the end of the day, boils down to basically this, right? And when something in here changes, it will get, it will break. It needs to, Gutenberg doesn't know how to handle the markup changes, right? So I'm assuming the text is not the issue. I'm assuming as if you make other changes in here, like if you were to change this to an H1 and add an H4 in here or something, if that markup changes, then you don't, Gutenberg needs to know how to translate those changes from the old block to the new block. So there's two ways around it. You can add so you can add a deprecations entry, right? There you go. That's exactly what I was just about to talk about. So what you need to do is add deprecations to be able, lol noon special. Lol noon special, thanks for the follow. What you need to do is add a deprecation. So read that article. The other option is that you can turn this into a dynamic block. Dynamic blocks don't ever need to deal with deprecations because one of the things about a static block is that if you make this change to the markup and you add a deprecation, which is it's pretty well documented. Read that article. I've done some streams on it as well. So there's for sure a video on my YouTube channel that has that's talking about deprecations. Anyways, so you register a deprecation. These markup changes will only affect new blocks and old blocks, but you have to go back to the post that has the old version of that block, load it, update it, like go into the block editor, load that post up and hit save. That's the only way that you get the new markup. Now with a dynamic block, you don't get that. You don't have to worry about that because the markup is actually rendered by a PHP. So you don't ever have to worry about markup changes. Every instance of that block that's a dynamic block gets those changes on the front end. Does that answer your question? So yeah, that's what you'll have to do. Also, why are you using a block.json file? I'm assuming that this is just sort of a quick little snippet here. You can do that, yeah. And to do that, it's quite simple. You just return null. You just return null here. Actually, you can remove this entire thing because null save returns null by default. We can definitely, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm gonna add a new block in here. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna go, so to add a new block, I'm gonna use the npx, what is it? WordPress, @WordPress, create block, placeholder. Okay, so this is going to be Monty. I call this deprecation for Monty, and we can go through this. Okay, so what this is going to do? Am I in the source? Oh, I put it in the wrong place. So, anyways. This is scaffolding out the files. I just need to move it into the source directory there now. So now we've got a block that's ready to go. This is a dynamic block. I'm actually gonna not make it a dynamic block right now. You know what? I'm gonna delete this and do it again, and then we will we'll make this a non-deprecated block or a dynamic block. We should just be able to do this. We should get that in there. There we go. So now we've got a static block. I'm going to steal your code. Question for you, Monty. Did you already answer this question? You're not. Are you using block.json for this block? But this is just so you can show it all in one place. Is that what you did? Because you should be using block.json. It's way easier to manage this stuff. No, I'm not for that one. Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna use block.json because it's all there, but I'm gonna basically just steal all this stuff and we'll make it work. So in my block.json, I'm just gonna go like this. Oops, no, no, cd. And then you go npm start. You're gonna get the build process running. Okay, so we're gonna call this deprecation for Monty. So basically, all this stuff doesn't really matter. I'm gonna add some attributes to it. That's really the only thing that actually matters for this is that I want to have that in there, and then in my save. So what do we do in here in our edit? So you want to have like a common function, right? Like this. Oh wait. What are we doing here? Probably add a block to JSON to it later. Okay, so do you want me to show you how to turn this into a dynamic block? Because if you're not using block.json, that does get a little bit more tricky. Because you have to do a render callback and all of that stuff. So maybe I won't do this. I don't know. I kind of already got the answer. Oh, okay. So you don't need me to show you this stuff. That's fine. Okay, cool. So I wouldn't worry, but I won't do it then. Read that article, and we'll do that. Okay. Well, so I'm gonna delete this, but I'm not gonna delete you, Monty. Not in my heart, anyways. Okay, cool. Thanks. No worries. All right. So I'm going to, you know what? I'm gonna mark this as done. Comment. All right. Let's see what else we got. And I'm gonna go back to the issues here, and so whatever forever if you're still around. Are we gonna call this done? Is there more that we need to do here? I don't know how much more we need to do. So I'm gonna just leave it. I mean, So okay. So let's look. So we did that. Oh yeah, we did this one too, didn't we? I need to add a label. Oh, you know what? I have a label for this. It's called streamed. Boom, done. Back here, it's all good. Okay, cool. So need that one. I'm gonna stream this one. Go back. I'm just doing some cleanup so you all just get to watch me do that. All right, Corey, you had a thing, didn't you? Somebody had a question. I can't remember who it was. Blocks template. Corey has something. I'm working on my first repo plugin, and I'd love to get your feedback sometime, Ryan. Corey, add it to the. Throw me the link, right there. Throw the link in or add an issue, or no, it's not a question, but you want me to look at your code. You said, right? I'm happy to look at it. If you'd rather I didn't stream it, that's fine too. Just send me the link privately, or oh, here we go. Are you cool with me looking at this live or what? Up to me. Well, it's up to you. Junk, garbage, horrible code. No, I'm just kidding. So what does this thing do? Feedback loop. Ben's RSS and add a feedback loop. Configurable child blocks for the configurable, similar to the query loop block. Interesting. This is cool. So let's see. What are you doing in here? Oh, hello. Nice. 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 This original file name. That's cool. Awesome. I love watching people extend the Webpack. Oh shoot, what? Should I not be showing this? Is this private or something? What do you mean, oh shoot? Yeah, no, but I think it's awesome. I love seeing people extend the Webpack. Because for those who aren't familiar with what's happening here, is Crowbot is actually he's extending the existing Webpack configuration that comes with the scripts package that we use for all of our build stuff, and he's just adding his own stuff, and it's great. I love it. It's a cool implementation. Needs more comments though. Comment this sucker, so I actually know what it's doing. Yeah, and I don't know. This looks really neat. I'll have to install this and try this out. I don't really have the time to do it today, but I would love more comments. Yes, let's crap more comments. Let's look at the blocks here. We got there's a lot of blocks. So you are building what? Okay, so let's. Oh, your edits. Feed content. Nice. Toolbar. This is great. Inspector controls, range control. Oh, this is awesome. Tag inner. Oh, you know what I didn't do is use InnerBlocks props. Maybe I should have added that maybe. I didn't use that. I didn't use that for my InnerBlocks, but oh wait a minute, because you're using a tag as like the InnerBlocks. Well, let you pull in RSS feeds and have full control of the content, so you can arrange the parts how you want in the editor. That's cool. That's really cool. So does this work out as like a like it's a template? Like, so there must be a loop. There must be something where like a query loop almost, right? Where you feed it the information and it loops through it. That's a cool block query. I quite like it. That's really cool. So throw some screenshots up there so people can see. It's very nice. Very nice. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, I mean, it's almost 12:30. I'm gonna call it pretty much done. But I'm just wondering, I feel like there was a question that was asked much earlier, and I now forget what it was. But I'm really enjoying doing this, and I hope you all are too. So keep them coming, and next week we can do more. The other thing that I was thinking about doing is, like I was saying, I haven't created a lot of block themes. I did one a long time ago, but I'm thinking about maybe creating one for the community theme project. That's like more developer focused. So maybe I'll start that. I don't know. What do you all want to see? You let me know. I still have 4 issues here for the Ryan has issues stuff, so we can work on that. But I think I might call it, unless anyone has any questions or anything. Where can we create block theme plugin right now? Yeah, that's a really cool plugin. It's really neat. It does a lot of really cool stuff. If you're not familiar with it, it's a plugin that you can install. Pattern Manager is good stuff. Brian Henry. Thank you. How's it going? Sorry, that's very familiar, very similar to like one of my family's names. I was like, whoa, hey. I don't think. Cool. Well, thank you. Lol, no one special. Is that what it is? No one special. Yeah. Thanks you are special. You're special to me. Okay. Reminds me, the best Ted Lasso. I don't know if people watched Ted Lasso, but the best Ed Lasso joke I've ever heard was somebody asked him, Ted, do you believe in ghosts? And he said yes, and I think they should believe themselves too. It's just phenomenal. I love Ted Lasso. Anyways, cool. All right, well, I think I'm going to call it then if nothing else we need to discuss. And make sure that you download 6.2 and don't self-deprecate. Thanks, Tom Finley. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot. And yeah, anyways, cool. Well, anyways, I'm going to say goodbye. So we'll see you all next week, but we're going to see who we can raid. Let's see. Oh, it's just the Primogen today. So we're going to raid the Primogen. So I will talk to you all later. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. And be sure to subscribe to my channel for more content about Gutenberg and WordPress development.